Dude, you know what I want?
What?
I want the fucking Astro Boy boots, bro.
You want the what?
Astro Boy boots.
I don't think I know what that is.
Look it up. Look up the Mischief Astro Boy boots. Look them up. Look them up.
Astro Boy boots? Oh, these. Oh, okay. I saw these. I did not know they were Astro Boy.
They gotta go hard.
You know what else goes hard? This is...
Welcome back to
Momscast,
My Turn on the
podcast. I don't know which episode this is.
This might be 17, I think.
This might be episode 17. This might be episode 18. For you Momscast timeline nerds. Getting our money up so we can get our funny up.
I'm so glad that Jesus shredded for our sins.
I have really been fucking with those TikToks. For those who don't know, it's been like a trend on TikTok to post Skate 3 clips where you make your character look like Jesus and then just put even flow in the background over your Skate 3 highlights.
And so Jesus also T-poses while he shreds.
Jesus rose from the grave to shred for our sins. Dude, have you ever played Skate 3?
No.
Neither have I. I was trying to look it up to see if it's on like PC. It's only on Xbox 360 and PS3. So you have to emulate it.
I could just buy it. I have a PS3.
I cannot do that. I left my PS3 and Xbox back at home. Dude, they need to port that shit to the Switch. Skate 3 on the Switch would be so sick.
You know what I'm waiting for?
What?
NCAA football 2023.
I'm going to play as the Rams and get my shit kicked in every fucking game.
No, there's like legit a career mode where you can be a player. I just do the funniest shit ever because people do this like, okay, so I'm gonna win the Heisman by being a 5'5" wide receiver.
Yeah,
and they do it, but like instead of like getting like a second string spot right away, they get like a fifth string spot on the roster.
Yeah,
on like bumfuck nowhere, and then they transfer to Bama on the last year.
I'm playing as the Rams, baby.
They're playing an updated version of like a modded version of like the 14-13, like the last one that came out.
Yeah, I think it was 14. I think it was 14. I am not honestly that excited for those games though because Madden has not been very good the last like 10 years. And, they said it's going to be a different game. Is it, though? I feel like it's just going to be Madden, but with a college football coat of paint on it.
Okay, but, like, I'm excited because you can also, like, take the career mode, but instead of being a player, you're a head coach.
Yeah.
So I'm going to play as a Rams and do what Steve
couldn't. Let me see where we're rated in this. We are in the bottom 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
We're bottom 25.
16, 18, 19, 20. We're bottom 20. Whereas Colorado is honestly
21.
Not that much better. They are,
but like this year. But like my problem that I'm never gonna live down is that this year with Coach Prime.
Oh, they're still gonna suck. My take is they're still gonna be absolutely atrocious.
But like they signed a 5-star.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter, dude. The program still sucks. There's a loser culture there. It's the problem we had here. It's a loser culture there.
No, but Coach Prime is.
I don't give a shit about Coach Prime. I don't give a shit about Coach Prime. I think Deion Sanders is the most overrated fucking coach that college football has ever fucking seen. When have you seen? Stop. When have you seen a Jackson State football highlight? How many times have you seen a clip of Jackson State football? How many times have you seen that little fucking clip of Deion Sanders doing a little fucking dance on the sideline with the crowd? That's like he's not going to turn it around. If it turns around, it's going to be very slowly. They are not going to be winners next year. They have no winnable games next year.
I don't think they're going to be winners next year, but they're definitely going to do something different.
I think they'll be different. I don't think they're going to be good.
Like I don't think they will be competing with us for the biggest winless streak.
Let me see. Let me take a look at their schedule real quick. 2023 Buffs football schedule. They have no winnable games coming up. Like it's not going to be good. Okay, let's take a look. TCU was just in the fucking Natty. Did they get their ass kicked in the Natty? Yes. Were they in the Natty? Yes. Let's take a look. Nebraska, they're going to get killed by Nebraska. Colorado State, everybody's like being like, "Oh, the Rams are going to be a pushover." No. Because if there's like a game where like we, Colorado State, are in must-win mode, it's that one. That's the game we're showing up for.
Colorado State, unless it's like a big college, it's not a blowout school.
No.
We're just not a winning school.
No, we're not going to get our shit kicked in. Feel free to clip this in 7 months when we get our shit kicked in. But like, we're not going to get our teeth kicked in by Boulder.
We're just a very middle of the road team.
I think we beat them. I think 50-50 chance we beat them, honest to God.
Only if this year we have a competent offense.
I think we do. They did a lot of recruiting. It was starting to come together towards the end of last year. I think it's going to be better this year. Oregon. Then Boulder plays Oregon. No, not happening. They play USC. Nope, not happening.
No, it has to happen because
no, it doesn't. No, take that back. No, it doesn't have to happen. I want Boulder to not win a single game with Deion Sanders there.
But James is not gonna make Boulder clips, so I want USC to be Boulder's first win of the year, so I can hear James going USC.
I don't want that to happen. But then after USC, they play Arizona State. No. Stanford. No. UCLA. No. Oregon State. No. Arizona. Washington State. Utah. No.
Talking about football,
not fucking happening.
By the time this episode drops, the big game would have come and gone.
No, actually, it depends when we drop this episode.
When are you planning on dropping it?
Well, this one I don't know. We're figuring out which one we want to vault to put in the Momscast Disney vault.
Oh yeah, well, there's a 50-50 chance that this episode's being vaulted, but let's talk about the big game.
Go Birds.
Go Birds.
That's all I have to say. Go Birds.
It's the Kelsey Bowl, though.
I don't care.
It's relevant because
Go Birds.
We're a podcast too.
Go Birds.
You don't know about the Kelsey Bowl?
I know about the Kelsey Bowl. I'm just saying go Birds.
I know, but like, again, we've said this multiple times in the podcast. If I don't see James doing the coin toss...
Oh no. I just want James there. I want James to be at the Super Bowl.
The funny thing about James at the Super Bowl is that it's going to be the best James video ever. Like, regardless of who wins. Because if the Eagles win, it's going to be like...
Yeah.
Chiefs, I love you. But what happened? What happened?
Yeah, no, I want the Eagles to win though. I want James to be at the Super Bowl, but I do want the Eagles to win.
If the Chiefs win, can you imagine that James video?
It'll be a top 5 James. That'd be peak James.
Dude, God damn it. Anyways, yeah. I'm getting Little Caesars for. Well, I'm also doing a little barbecue.
Nice.
But I'm getting Little Caesars.
I think we're doing a little thing here at work.
Really?
Yeah. So I might make some tailgate food.
I wouldn't expect the demographic of your workmates to be Super Bowl people.
They are mostly going to be watching for commercials and Rihanna at halftime. I will be watching because go Birds.
That's the feeling in you. Brandon, are you gonna be climbing CSU?
Yeah, I'll climb up the light poles in solidarity with my brothers.
I wish I had Super Bowl tickets.
And, that's why we got to pop off. We got to do Momscast Super Bowl special.
Momscast Super Bowl special. Dude. No, but like... Okay, so would you rather watch... go back in time to watch one of the... Like, the greatest... one of the top 5 Brady Super Bowls?
That's a matter of perspective.
Or watch... a Seahawks Super Bowl. That's like a Geno Smith actual revenge Super Bowl. So like either live watching a game that is going to be the greatest game, but you'll get to live in the moment, or Seahawks fanning you.
I mean, I think so. My top 5 Super Bowls are at least the ones that I've watched. I think the best Super Bowl in recent memory was Super Bowl 52 between the Eagles and the Patriots. I think that was one of the best Super Bowls in recent history.
What? No, I think the 28-3 Super Bowl was one of the better ones.
I disagree because I don't like the Patriots.
But like looking back, you gotta recognize that that's kind of goated.
Like, yeah, looking back on it, yeah, it kind of cursed the entire Atlanta Falcons franchise. However, I don't know. Because then also, like, the Seahawks fan in me goes, oh, Super Bowl 48, where they beat the Broncos 43-8. That's a great Super Bowl. I would love to watch that. But to everybody else, blowouts aren't fun to watch. Like, blowout games like that, those are not fun to watch.
What about but comeback blowouts?
I don't know.
Those are fun to
I don't
watch.
know.
What about a Joe Montana Super Bowl? Would you travel in time to watch that?
No, because I'm a Seahawks fan. Fuck the 49ers. I would not watch that. I would not watch that.
Let's see what else, dude.
I think I would if the Seahawks ever made the Super Bowl, I would want to go watch that.
See Aaron Rodgers? You see Aaron Rodgers might be going to the Jets?
I think he's going to. So Aaron Rodgers is doing a 4-day solitary sensory deprivation retreat where he's going to lock himself in a cabin for 4 days with no light and no sound and no talking. It's going to be him and his thoughts for 4 days. And
he's going to retire.
He's going to retire. Aaron Rodgers is going to retire. I see no way if the new if the Jets go for Aaron Rodgers and they get him and he sucks, the Jets have taken 1 step forward and 10 backwards because they're gonna be fucked up so much for the future.
Yeah, this is the thing. I really hope the Jets can pull an offensive rookie of the year in this draft.
Yeah,
you know why? Because let's be honest, Sauce Gardner is getting defensive rookie.
He did. He just won it.
He did.
Yeah,
he just won it. I wasn't checking the date.
I don't want to be like Tariq Woolen had better numbers overall, and so did Ken Walker. Both of the New York people won the Rookie of the Year. New York had both Rookies of the Year.
Really?
Yeah.
Who won offensive?
Garrett Wilson.
Oh.
But I'm not going to say that the Seahawks players had better numbers and played better, and that there's massive New York bias in the media, but there is. I will say it. Fuck that.
I mean, it's a better team, you know.
Seahawks were the better team.
Well,
Seahawks made the playoffs. The Jets did not.
What I mean is that New York doesn't fumble. They just don't make it. But when they make it,
yeah,
they make it. Seahawks fumble. Seahawks are a choke team.
But the Jets have to be able to choke. The Jets aren't even able to choke.
Yeah, but when we don't choke, we do great.
All right, let's look at these awards. Dak Prescott is the Walter Payton Man of the Year. Patrick Mahomes MVP.
Of course.
Geno Smith Comeback Player of the Year.
Defo.
That was. I feel there was no other option on that one.
There was no other option.
Coach of the Year was Brian DeBall with the New York Giants. Honestly, deserved. Giants were terrible last year, and they made the playoffs this year with a terrible roster. The Seahawks made the playoffs, but the Seahawks had a decent enough roster to compete. That Giants team was held together by sticks and glue.
That whole conference is really good this year.
Division, not conference.
Division. Yeah, same thing.
Well, actually... and then,
that whole division just did really good this year.
Garrett Wilson and Sauce Gardner were Rookies of the Year.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Which I think they did great.
No, I mean, they played well. I just think that the Seahawks should have swept that.
I mean, you also have Seahawk bias.
I have Seahawk bias, but also
and I have New York bias, so we're not getting out of this conversation.
I don't know. Honestly, Aiden Hutchinson should have been considered more than he was for defensive rookie of the year.
The Jets defense was better than the Seahawks defense.
Oh no, absolutely. That's my main hope for the Seahawks going forward is they draft defense with these because they have the 5th pick thanks to the Denver Broncos country. Let's ride. And I'm just hoping they draft defense with it because people keep going, oh, Seattle's going to draft a quarterback. No, they're not. Did you watch the fucking team? Not. They're rolling Geno out again.
Yeah, I don't want it. I think it'd be funny. It'd be a bit it'd be a funny bit if Aaron Rodgers wins one more Super Bowl with the New York Jets.
He's not going to be a Jet.
I think that'd be really funny.
I don't know. I'm excited to watch the Lions next year. The Lions are a team that I'm very excited to watch next year.
What did I tell you? What did I tell you last year?
Yeah, I know. Watch for the Lions. Watch for the Lions. Yeah.
I told Brandon, watch it. The Jets Lions Super Bowl is coming soon.
I think the Lions have a better chance of making it before the Jets do. I'm sorry. Cursed poverty franchise.
What are you talking about? The Jets were winning games despite of a quarterback.
I don't know. I don't even know who the fuck they roll. Like, who the fuck do they roll out there? Derek Carr might be a Jet. Aaron Rodgers might be a Jet.
I think they take a chance on a newbie.
I don't think they draft a quarterback. After the Zach Wilson situation, I don't think they draft a quarterback.
Well, but Zach Wilson just turned out to be shit.
I think they just look for. I think they look for established talent. I think they look for somebody who's a known commodity.
I think the Jets need a franchise quarterback because the Jets are in the position to become, like, in the next 3 years, a dynasty.
I think, okay, so there's this thing called Super Bowl windows. I don't know how familiar you are with this terminology. The Jets are not there yet. Their window is not open yet. It's opening. They have a lot of pieces that they still have to put together, namely the entire offense.
That's what I'm saying. You get a quarterback to, like, start off. You get one solid season when you make it to the wild card, and that's it.
Yeah.
And then that Super Bowl window opens. You're gonna tell me that I'm wrong?
I don't know, because I think the Seahawks window is open right now. If they draft defense, I think their window is open.
I think most of the teams that made it to the divisional round can win a Super Bowl next year.
I'd love to see
the Cowboys.
I'd love to see the Jaguars. I would fucking love to see the Jaguars in a Super Bowl.
Trevor Lawrence has and will always have that dog in him.
No, Jaguars, like, when they're firing on all cylinders, the Jaguars look scary. Like, when the Jaguars, when that team is working, that team is working.
Yeah, it was just tough competition for the Jags this year. Like, on that divisional round.
I mean, they almost beat, they were playing a close game with the Chiefs.
Yeah, but it's the Chiefs.
Do I think, if the Jaguars beat the Chiefs, do I think they beat the Bengals? No. I think the Bengals would have gone to the Super Bowl again.
The Chiefs barely beat the Bengals.
Yeah. I understand that Patrick Mahomes is very good at what he does, but I'm kind of sick of hearing about it, to be honest. Like, we get it. He's fucking fantastic at the position. He's one of the best to do it, and he's only 20, whatever. He's not even 30. But, like,
it's because he's a generational talent.
Some of it just comes off as meat riding. Like, there's a lot of dick riding in, like, NFL. The NFL, there's a lot of dick riding.
Definitely.
We will not be dick riders here. We're not dick riders.
Let's talk about the Josh Allen meat riding.
Oh yeah, no, the Josh Allen meat riding. Oh god,
people like to say that Josh Allen is top 3.
No.
Joe Burrow and Patrick Mahomes are on a whole different level.
Yeah, no, top 3. My top 3 is Patrick Mahomes, Joe Burrow, and
if you say Geno Smith, I swear to God.
No, I would say Geno's top 10. He's not top 3. I would go Jalen Hurts, honestly, on the Eagles.
Jalen Hurts is pretty good.
I would say those are the top 3. I would say those are top 3.
That's top 3.
And then,
I completely agree with
if you want to get out of order and just, like, list, like, my other top 10, that's when I'm like, no particular order. Geno Smith, Trevor Lawrence. Yeah, Geno Smith, Trevor Lawrence, Justin Herbert, Tua when he's healthy.
Jimmy G when he's healthy.
No.
Jimmy G.
No. I will not hear this. I will not hear you.
Statistically, Jimmy G has all the stats to be a Hall of Famer. We're going to look back in 10 years and we're going to be thinking, why did this man not become a Hall of Famer?
Nope. Lamar, no, I can't. I'm on the fence about Lamar. Jared Goff, unironically Jared Goff.
I'm going to say this, and I'm sorry, Cowboy fans.
Dak sucks.
Dak sucks.
Fucking blows, dude. Let me get a list of, like, starting quarterbacks up, because then I can list, like, my 10 in no particular order. I think because I listed, like, most of them.
Prime, like Daddy Tom when he's on his shit. Let's not lie.
Tom Brady had a very shitty year this year.
When Tom's on his shit, like last year, not this year.
Yeah. All right, let's take a look. Okay. So, my top 10. So, my top 3 in order: Patrick Mahomes, Joe Burrow, Jalen Hurts. Then,
I'm gonna say this. No, wait. Before you say that, I agree. But I think Joe Burski and Jalen Hurts are very close.
Yeah, no, those two are. I could honestly swing either way with the two of them.
There's no question. Patrick Mahomes is number 1, but Joe Burski and Jalen Hurts.
And let's take a look. My other ones, Justin Herbert, I would say is top 10. Kirk Cousins, I'm like on the fence about. Jared Goff, Josh Allen, Geno Smith, Trevor Lawrence, Tua.
Yeah, those are all top 10. Tua when he's healthy. And then like when you get towards like 10, that's when it starts like falling off and they all start being like interchangeable. But like all those people I would say are like the best in the game right now. Yeah, they are. There's a lot of talent. So like team wise, like as units, like teams, there's a lot of good teams on the NFC. Quarterback wise, like talent wise, there's a lot of great people on the AFC.
Yeah, no, the AFC is very stacked right now. NFC is just kind of top heavy right now. Yeah. Because like no one was like as much as I hate to say it, like the 49ers and the Eagles were the two best teams the entire year in that conference, and nobody else came remotely close. Yeah,
but like just that's what I'm saying. The NFC is full of like very good teams, while the AFC is full of like very good people. You know what I mean? Because like that's why you get stuff like the Jets, where you get like amazing defensive players that just like are not gonna make it to the playoffs because like the offense sucks.
Yeah.
But then you get to the NFC and you get a team like I don't know, like the Giants, where there's no outstanding players, but there's enough cohesion in the team where they can just make it to the playoffs.
Yeah, no, definitely, I get you. You know what else we got?
A mid-roll.
Momscast, Twitter, Insta, TikTok, Momscast, Brandon and Victor, comedy podcast, follow us now. Spotify, YouTube, Apple Podcasts, also all the other platforms. We are on all those ones at Mom Said It's My Turn on the podcast. Listen to Momscast, and you will be cool at Momscast on all of our stuff. Follow us. That sucked. Victor, you f***ing owe me for this. And we are back. Welcome back to Momscast. Victor and I have been reflecting. I don't know if we want to talk about what's going on with... I'm not going to talk about it, actually. I want to keep that line in the sand.
We're not talking about that until you tell them.
I get no bitches. Ha ha ha. Brandon gets no bitches. Ha ha ha. Ha ha. It's funny. Ha ha. Weezer. Oh god, no. So when Victor and I were in the dorms last year, Victor was not my roommate, but he, for all intents and purposes, have we ever explained the Momscast lore?
You know what? I think
we've been through enough. I think we can finally sit down and talk about the Momscast lore now that we are
guys.
Now that we're
welcome to this episode of How together. I Make Your Co-Host.
Yeah. Okay. So. I guess where to begin? I guess this is the Momscast lore.
I'll begin.
We have 20 minutes to go through this, and then I gotta go.
Yeah, I'll begin from my POV. So I am a new international student. I just got done moving in. My parents just took their flight home, and I'm just walking around the dorms because the meeting people activities have yet to start. So I'm here. I don't know anyone, and for some reason that I didn't expect, I don't have a roommate. All the guys in my floor have singles. So I'm just walking back up to my room after checking out the mail because I ordered like bed stuff, like linens, from this thing called OCM. Now, after I ordered that, there was a huge supply chain stuff going on because
the boat got stuck. The boat got stuck.
So I had to ask some guys I met online in the CSU forum that I had been hanging out with a little bit to take me to Target so I could buy a pillow and some bed sheets because I didn't have any. And so I'm just walking back up after checking for my package, and I see this one like guy with long hair wearing a Dungeons and Dragons t-shirt, and I just go like, you know what? It's time to be social. You really need it right now. And that's when it all started.
Oh, that's where it all went wrong. So my POV is I had a similar thing. So my parents just left, and I was just kind of like chilling on my own, and I was walking back into the building, and like I see this dude. We had to be wearing masks still. This was when masks were still required.
Yeah.
And like I'm like just walking back up, and like this dude wearing a mask, he just goes up and he's like, "Oh, do you play?" And I'm like, "What the fuck is this guy talking about? Like what?" I'm like, "What the fuck is this guy talking about?" And then I look down at my shirt. I'm like, "Oh, I'm wearing a D&D shirt." I'm like, "Oh yeah, I play sometimes." And he's like, "Oh, what room are you in?" I'm like, "Oh, I'm in 340." And he goes, "Oh, I'm in 336." And I'm like, "Oh, okay." I also did not have a roommate. Our floor was all transfer males. And so each of us, it was like apartments, honestly, kind of like apartments.
Yeah.
Because like you didn't have a roommate. You didn't have a roommate. We didn't have an RA. Like you were just kind of like, we were all in our own little worlds. Like you knew the people around your door, but that was about it.
You didn't know everyone. And you might know like someone else.
Yeah, you know someone.
That's because you know them.
Yeah, you know someone.
You know
like,
them outside.
Yeah, exactly. And so that's how I got stuck with Victor. That's how I got stuck with him. Because we went to the game store. Yeah, we ended up going to...
We wanted to check out the game store.
Yeah, we wanted to check out the game store. So we went to the game store. I bought some minis. I forget what Victor got, but I got some minis.
I think I got Tales from the Loop that day.
You might have. But yeah. And then we met these other people who are... I don't know how much we want to get into this. Not the nicest people that we've ever met, to be quite honest.
Well, this is the thing. So,
no, you didn't meet them. I met them.
No. So Brandon met this guy.
I went to one of those like welcome events because they were optional for us. I don't know if you remember this. They were optional for us. And I was like, all right, Brandon, time to go socialize. So I went to one of these. I met this guy who was like, I play TF2. And I used to play a lot of TF2. And my brother plays a lot of TF2. So like that's where we hit off on. And then I met the rest of their group, and then I dragged Victor into it. And so that was our friend group for like all of last year.
Yeah. And then while he was doing that, meeting those people, I met the weirdest person I think I will ever meet, which ended up being the roommate of my now girlfriend.
She was weird.
She had some stuff, you know?
Definitely. But like, she was still weird.
You know, she was weird. It was a fun experience, though. I think it was really funny.
I guess. I don't know. But yeah, so we were friends with those people. And a couple months into the semester, we started up the original version of Momscast.
Which did not include me.
Which did not include Victor. Victor was actually a guest on like the 4th or 5th episode. Because... I'm not going to get into this. I'm not here to air out dirty laundry. If any of these people are listening, because I know they still follow us. I know they still follow us on the accounts. Yeah, I know, right? Oh, no! That's fine. Just press record again, and I can resync it. It's not a problem. Okay, so yeah, I'm not gonna air out the dirty laundry because they still follow the accounts. I don't know if they still listen, but I know they follow the accounts. We found out over time they were not the nicest people. Like, okay, I will say I have hobbies that are very, very easy to make fun of. Like the Weezer, Destiny. You know, whatever. I mean,
whatever. I do too. I literally play Warhammer. So
like whatever. Like I have hobbies that are easy to make fun of. These people were like, at a certain point, I realized like they weren't jokes. They were just trying to make fun of me. And I was like, you guys are like we're in the same like social standing, you know? Like we're all like loser nerds here. And
except for me, because I had a girlfriend.
Based Giga Chad Victor. But like, yeah, so like what happened was like I was just like, you guys kind of like are very, and it was one of them. Because like, so what happened was we kind of transplanted ourselves onto their friend group, and their friend group very much already had a dynamic where one of them was in charge. And just the kind of person I am, I like to also not be in charge of the friend group, but like I like to like make plans and do things. And so when you
I was the funny haha friend.
Yeah.
And they were missing one of those because they were not funny.
Yeah. No, they really weren't. They were so fucking like, I hate to be mean because like I really don't have beef with these people, but like they just weren't like people I wanted to hang out with. Because they just didn't want to do anything ever. And Victor and I were like, oh, let's fucking go out and like do something. Let's go live. And they're like, no, don't feel like it. And I was like, but, and they'd be like, and so eventually it gets to like this boiling point where we're doing Momscast and we're doing it, and we get like 6 or 7 episodes in, which is why we were like, oh fuck yeah, we made it to 7 episodes. We like passed the original run, and we're like 3 times the original run now, which is kind of crazy.
So it gets to this point where like I'm being like, okay, so I'm trying to get involved with it because I want to like be like participate, but I was working a lot at that time.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, I'll help you. I'll help you guys out with the media stuff, so you can you guys just focus on content.
Yeah. And I was doing literally everything, and I was taking a problem with that because there were 4 of us, and I was the only one doing anything.
The big fight was, how serious do we want to take Momscast?
Yeah. They just couldn't. They couldn't like. I wasn't like oh yeah, let's like super hard commit to the bit, but like when like I was like we divvied up responsibilities, and so like mine was to edit, and then another person's was to do the thumbnails, and like I hate to like we got in a fight over it because like they just like threw something together in like Paint in like 3 seconds, and I was like, this looks like shit. Like you're like I don't know. I want something I can be like proud of. I can be like, hey, this is the thing we made, you know?
Yeah, like if you know, like the thing, Brandon has most of the like YouTube skills of making thumbnails and shit. But this is not because of a lack of me trying. This is because Brandon has.
I have the experience. I've done this. Like, I've done this shit since middle school. So it's like I feel bad that like Victor doesn't have a lot to do, but it's like it just makes more sense for me to do like the editing and the thumbnails and stuff. Like when Victor gets his computer back up, I made a tutorial on how to edit the podcast.
Like I have a lot of the thing. Brandon has a lot of creator skills, and I have a lot of producer skills, which help a lot. But then producer work is way lighter than creator work, so that's why it's a little bit imbalanced.
Yeah, like again, once you can start editing the podcast, I can do the videos, and we'll actually be able to like get moving. But like these people, like they just couldn't. They like didn't take anything seriously, and I was just like, you guys kind of like. I was like, I thought we were like doing this like kind of seriously. And they were like, no. And then I'm gonna air this out because this shit was fucking wild. So we get in this big fight, and instead of like my preferred way of like working through like conflict with that is to just talk to the other people one-on-one. My preferred way of doing that is that like a mature fucking person, like a normal fucking person. And these people, were you in the Discord for this?
Yeah.
They decide to make a group DM, and they're like, okay, let's all talk it out, and I'll be here to watch and mediate. And I was like, no, because my problems are much deeper rooted than the podcast. Like there is like, I don't want to be like, I fucked up because I did fuck up pretty badly. I'm not going to be like, I'm Saint Brandon, you know, patron saint of podcast editing. But I fucked up before the podcast started. The fuck up occurred before the podcast even started. And it was like, I'm not talking about this because it was very much between me and another person we were doing it with. And I was like, I'm not talking about this with the other people who aren't involved. Like, I'm not talking about that with YouTube present.
The funniest part about this situation was that, so there was this one guy, which was like the kind of like the linking between the two groups.
Yeah.
Right? And then there was Brandon and this other person that had their thing. They're falling out. And then there was me and the other person that were like, okay. Yeah,
but you were both like impartial to it, but like both of you had like sides you were going to fall to. Yeah, like you were going to go to my side and this other person was going to go to the other side regardless of what actually happened.
Regardless of what happened. And then this other third guy just decided like not to take sides, but not really, kind of.
He was like, I'm not going to take sides, and then he still took sides. I remember they bitched at us for copying the super mega thumbnail, and I was
Which
like,
is just like a picture
a bar
number
on the side of the screen. Yeah, it's a picture and a number on the side of the thumbnail, and I was like, I guess. This person, they said they wanted to do the logo for Momscast, because we used to have this like really like, I kind of liked it, honestly. I thought it had its charm.
It did.
But like so they were like, I'm gonna do a nicer one and I'm gonna polish it up. And they said that, and then like 3 months went by, and I was like, hey, are you like working on this at all? Because I'm putting in like a lot of time on this to edit the podcast every week, and you have been like saying you're gonna have this ready for the last 3 months. And they were like, I'm sorry, I have actual things to work on. I was like, I do too, asshole. And that was kind of where it started deteriorating. And eventually I was just like, I don't want to talk to you anymore. And so that was that. Victor and I stopped talking to them.
And then Brandon technically bought the podcast.
I accidentally bought the reason we got to keep the accounts was because when we were setting up Apple Podcasts, I accidentally dropped $60 to get an ad plan. And so I was the only one who put any money into Momscast, so I'm the owner of it. So that's kind of
long.
Not for long.
I'll Venmo you 30 right now.
Yeah, you'll Venmo me 30 and we'll be co-owners. Yeah. But like, yeah, so that's the old episodes have been deleted. They will never be released to the public. I shared them with the people who we worked on them with in case they ever want to look at them. But yeah, and so eventually we just rebranded.
Shit. Nat's gonna get half of my share of Momscast
during the divorce. Yeah. Oh god, I thought that was like something serious. I thought your mic stopped recording again. I was like, oh fuck. But yeah, so like Victor and I just like, we were like, okay, we're bringing this back. We're bringing this back better than ever. And honestly, I don't want to brag, but like, I think all of our episodes, so for one thing, I'm going to brag now, actually. For one thing, we've recorded 3 times the episode. We've made 3 different videos, working on a 4th one.
We've got a style.
We've got a style now.
We have great logos.
We actually have a consistent audience. We have an audience.
Gags.
Yeah.
We have set up gags on the podcast, which like I was always like, when they were recording a podcast and I was listening to them, I was like, guys, you gotta set up a gag. You gotta have a thing. Right?
I tried listening to one of those old episodes. It's so fucking boring. Because, like, we have a very conversational tone with this.
Yeah.
They did not. They wanted it to be, like, a very structured thing. And I don't like those kinds of podcasts. It's just not what I enjoy. Like there was an episode where we talked about dreams, and I was about to like gouge my eyeballs out during that because like I can't stand, this is a me thing, probably from autism. I can't stand when other people talk about their dreams. I fucking hate it. I'm like, I don't give a shit. Fucking shut up. I can't stand that shit.
I was always like, because like I know a thing or two about like social media marketing, just a little bit, just a tiny bit. And the biggest thing that you're gonna notice with every single big creator is that they have a thing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So like back to what we were talking like a few weeks ago, you know, PewDiePie had the bro face like for a while ago. You know, that was like the PewDiePie thing.
Yeah, that was his logo. Yeah. Markiplier had the mustache.
Markiplier had the mustache. Jacksepticeye had the green hair.
And the top of the morning to your ladies.
Yeah. Like people that
have things. You have things. Yeah.
You have a thing, and that's what I always be like do something, establish some funny lore or whatever. But they were like, no, that's taking it too seriously, and I was like, no, it's literally not. It takes you like 5 minutes to set it up.
Yep.
And then you just gotta run with it. And that's why every week I insist to Brandon. Brandon goes, let's just do a normal mid-roll this week. And I go, no.
Yep.
No.
Yep. All right. And that's pretty much like to end on kind of a hater note, because Victor and I will be first ballot hater Hall of Fames. You know, those who preyed on our downfall, you lost. You lost. Stay mad, cope, seethe. If you're the person who we don't have beef with, That doesn't apply to you. We don't have a problem with you.
Yeah, you're welcome.
You're cool.
Welcome
You're cool.
on.
You're actually welcome to come on sometime.
Yeah.
That is an offer that we extend to you. You're welcome to come on sometime. The other two of you, fuck you guys. You're bitch made. Cope and seethe. Well, that was a bit of a hater note to end on. That was a bit of a hater note. I think we got a little carried away there.
Oh,
Hold
no,
on. It's like a little loud outside. Let me see what's going on outside my window real quick. Holy shit, dude, that's fucking Jesus shredding on a skateboard out there.
What the fuck?